This is Virgin Valley, Nevada, home of Nevada State gemstone, the black precious opal. Virgin Valley is located in the northwest corner of Nevada, approximately 125 miles northwest of Winnemucca on Highway 140. Virgin Valley is also the location of the Royal Peacock Opal mine, which has been developed by the Wilson family since the 1960s. Though common opal is found all over the world, including Virgin Valley, the Wilson family's Royal Peacock mine possesses the only known existence of fluorescent opal in the world. It is indeed a unique green color. Black precious opal is very rare, basically being found in only two places in any quantity, Australia and Virgin Valley, Nevada. Black precious opal was first discovered in Virgin Valley around the turn of the century by cowboys as float or lying on the surface. Immediately, serious digging began, and precious opal has been dug here ever since. Many gemologists, mineralogists, and authors of articles on precious opal have described Nevada State gemstone as having the best display of color and color flashes to be found anywhere in the world. Flashes of red, green, blue, purple, and yellow are common in the black precious opal found at the Royal Peacock mine. Thousands of Virgin Valley opals have been mounted in jewelry, attesting to their beauty and durability. Most people are unaware of the cost involved in developing a potential opal-bearing area. Developing an opal mine is a very expensive process. Shown here is the work of several years of removing approximately 40 feet of overburden at a cost of thousands of dollars. This was necessary to expose the opal-bearing area of these clay banks. No precious opal was found until the bottom layer of clay was exposed. Taking a few minutes to peruse the banks will sometimes show indentations where others have dug, sometimes a good starting point. This does not, however, guarantee the exact location. Remember, since nature developed them, only nature knows where they are, and she's not telling. The tools used to expose the opals depends on which of the two areas the digger is exploring. The first area is the tailings. This is the uninspected clay dug from the opal banks by bank diggers or removed by the tractor. The second area of digging is the opal bank itself. In this area, a digger actually removes chunks of clay from the bank. The tools shown here have been found by many to be very helpful. The tailings digger needs only a rake, a container to hold his finds, and possibly a pair of gloves. The method to be used is to slowly rake the tailings, closely looking for shiny pieces and shapes that stand out as different from the surrounding dirt. All pieces of wood encountered should be carefully inspected for opal, for many excellent specimens have been found in this way. Digging in the clay banks for opals is more work than raking the tailings. The reward, however, may be larger pieces of opal. When removing pieces of clay, the size of the removed pieces should be no larger than the palm of your hand and no thicker. This allows the digger to see most small pieces of opal. Keeping the area clean directly in front of the bank you are working is imperative if you are to find small pieces of opal that may be broken away from a larger one if it is struck with a pick. After an opal is found, many times the sound of the pick breaking the glass is your first clue, a small awl or screwdriver should be used to work out away from the opal so that it can be dislodged without further fracturing because of additional pressure. Immediately after removing a piece of opal from the bank, it should be placed in water. Eventually, opals removed from the bank should be cleaned to store and to allow them to stabilize. Stabilizing is the process of reducing the water content in an opal taken directly from the clay banks where nature has kept it moist. This is especially important if their use in jewelry is desired. Though rough opals can be cleaned by using brushes and dental picks to remove most of the clay, the use of a wet grinding wheel is the most convenient way to remove the residues of clay that remain. Opals must be kept wet to keep them from becoming hot and crazing or cracking while grinding them clean. After a good cleaning, the opal can be towel dried and placed in a glass jar or, as in this case, a display dome, along with mineral oil and allowed to stabilize. Mineral oil is chosen as the fluid for storage because it does not have an affinity for water, as does glycerin. Removing the water from an opal too quickly can cause it to crack or craze. This process can take a year or longer in some cases. The mineral oil should be changed every 3 to 4 months and clean mineral oil added. Good luck, and remember, only nature knows where she has hidden her gems.